So this is a video for those of you that have never painted a face before. I just want to show you how easy it is and how fun it is to be able to color out a little kid. I'm going to walk you through parents and educators and whoever has little children in their life that are missing the face painting. I'm going to show you how to paint your very first face. So you get some water and you get a little bowl to hold it in. You also want a paper towel or a cloth that you can suck up any extra water. Then you want a couple paintbrushes, and you can use the paintbrushes you already have in your house. This isn't something that you have to go to a special store and buy special paintbrushes, but you want to remember that you're painting on the skin. So right here on the underside of your arm is some of your more sensitive skin on your body. So take whatever paintbrush you want to use, make sure it's clean, and just brush it across your arm. If it feels okay, you're great to use it for face painting. If it's like scratchy and itchy and it kind of hurts your arm, don't do that to your kid's face. You want to have a couple different brushes. You want a brush that's a little bigger if you're going to color an area in, and a brush that's smaller if you're just going to be doing some nice fine little details or dots or whatever. As you're looking for colors, you don't need a whole lot. This is just a little travel kit I put together, but as you're looking for good face paint, this is what you want to know. Spending money on your paint is really important. You want to make sure that you are getting high quality paint, but face paint lasts a really long time, and a small palette might only have 10 grams of paint per color, and that's enough. That will last your family quite a long time. So getting higher quality face paint in smaller quantities is going to be a much better choice than getting low quality paint in large quantities. So I'll try and have some links in the description to places you can buy paint, but I've also put together some little sample packs, some little trial paints that you can check out in my shop if you want to look at the colors that I have available. When you're painting a face, there are a couple of things that we need to pay attention to. So where are your eyes? Can you point to them? There you go. That is the most sensitive part of the face. And so we always want to be very careful whenever we're painting around the face. But for most people, they haven't painted faces before, but they've done some kind of painting or some kind of drawing, and it's always on a blank sheet. And so when you're looking at the face, the biggest place that people usually paint for a blank sheet is right here, on one of the cheeks or the other cheek. Those are areas that are kind of big and there aren't a whole lot of features. You know, you can avoid the mouth and the nose and the eyes, and you can just go for as big a design as you can. And here you can see a couple of the first face paintings that I really did, but you can see that that's what I went to. It was like, okay, where can I fit this? And so you fit it on the cheek. In the industry, that's called cheek art. Makes sense. And that's really awesome. Another place where face painting is really nice to start is up here across the forehead, especially since, can you puff up your cheek for me? They move around a lot, but a forehead doesn't as much. And so those are parts of the face that can be really awesome to do. Now, one of the hardest parts of being an artist is knowing what to draw. As a writer, it's called writer's block. We're stuck in the situation where we don't know what to paint. And it's really easy when you're face painting because you don't get to pick. You go to the kid and you say, what would you like painted on your face?
A flower.
A flower. Awesome. So we're going to paint a flower on her face. So I'm getting my brush just wet, and it's a little drippy. I don't want it super drippy, so I can just wipe it off a little. And I like flowers that have yellow centers. So I'm just going to load up some yellow. When I'm first loading, it's very wet and slippery, and I can just suck out some of that extra water. Then I can come back and I can load, and it's a lot creamier now, and this is exactly what I want. And normally I would paint like this, but so you can see I'm going to paint over here on this side. We're going to just do a nice little blobby circle. We just rinse out the brush so we can get another color. And if you're stuck feeling like, oh my gosh, what color do I use? That's where it is amazing to have this little muse that tells us what they want. This is their painting. This is their face. If there is a beautiful flower in your mind, paint that flower. But if you get stuck at any point, you turn to the small child and you say, what is your favorite color?
Pink.
Pink? Okay. I've got a hot pink. I've got a medium pink. If you've just got one little palette that doesn't have pink even, you can mix the red and the white together to get your pink. A normal piece of art you have on an easel or something. Well, the neck is the human's easel. And so it will hold the head in whatever position you ask it to. You can ask it to go up, you can ask it to go over, you can ask it to point down. Now we're just going to paint some teardrop shapes right there. It's just this beautiful petal, and all I'm doing is I'm just scooping it around. It's like doing a U. And you can do as many petals as you want. We've got 4 there. I'm just rinsing out the brush. I'm gonna mix up some of this blue. Elsa turned blue into a girl color for us. And so we've been able to use blue ever since. All right, so now we can go back through here and we can do another petal shape in between each of these. A beautiful thing about painting with face paints is that the paint washes out really well. This paint was made to wash. And so when you're trying to change colors in your brush or when you are looking to clean up at the end, it's something that is going to be really easy to do, which is nice. I'm just loading up the smaller brush now because I've got all of my big layers of color on there. And so I'm getting some white, and this is so much fun to do. It's already cute. It's very fun, and I think it's effective. I think she'd be happy with it, but I want to just show you that what you can do with a smaller brush is add details. So what we can do here is instead of drawing a circle all the way around, I'm just going to do my little circle in dots. And how fun is that? And then one of the things that face painters love to do is they do these little flicks to do little stars. And so we can add just a couple little stars to our flower. And then I love the little dots. I'm going to add some more little dots right across the nose because I think it makes it look like little freckles. If you have cosmetic grade glitter, glitter is a face painter's secret tool. It is the eraser in the face painting world where anything you're not happy with, you just sparkle it, and now it becomes a sparkly thing. And that can help any kid love it, even if it's not ideal. So we just put some loose glitter on our finger and we just come back through our design and we just touch it in a couple places. Now, how do you know if your glitter is cosmetic or not, and why is that so important? A cosmetic glitter is made of plastic instead of being made of metal. So in case it gets in the eye, it's not going to do any damage. So if you bought your glitter from a craft store, chances are it's not cosmetic. If you bought it from a makeup place like Sally Beauty or something, chances are it is. You like it? Awesome. Being a face painter or just painting a face is really giving you the chance to step back into the kids' world where things are all about playing again. And so we can do fun things like, would you like some lipstick? Okay. And all you're going to do is just trace the lip shape. They can open their lips like that to give it. And you can see how much fun this is going to let her pretend that she is a grown-up lady with her lips painted so that it's all ready for a fancy day. We can even put some of our loose glitter on the lips right on top of that paint. Awesome. And then once you've spent a few days doing face painting with your kids, which is so much fun, and you're ready for something new, because of course during this, I think we still got a couple weeks at least left of being home, you can do one of my favorite things, which is to say, would you like to paint my face? And the answer has always been yes to that question. So being a model for your kids, giving them the chance to paint on your face is also a very special thing that you can do with these tools. And it can be a really cool way to tie into whatever else you're doing. Are you doing fun nature walk activity things and you want to do a butterfly? Or is it something that you're learning about space? And so we're going to do stars today on our faces. Or is it something that you're learning about animals and now we want to turn into those animals? Even a simple little pink nose and some whiskers can really level up our pretend play. Think of this like sidewalk chalk. Are you afraid to go out with your kids on the driveway to color in the sidewalk chalk? No, of course not. It's gonna rain tomorrow, it'll all go away. This will wash off in the bathtub. So you can feel free to express yourself, try something. Even something as simple as a white line down the face or a couple blue dots on the cheeks. It's interesting, it's different, it's new, and you are starting with one of the most beautiful things that's ever been made, which is the human face. And so it doesn't matter what you do, it's going to look good. So give it a try.